What's up, guys? So I am back from my trip to Tennessee at the Homesteaders Conference, and I have my daughter Anaya here.
Hi.
And so she watered all of my containers for me while I was gone, right?
Yes,
Yes. Are they still alive?
I think.
You think so? I checked last night. I ran out here. I had like 20 minutes before it got dark, and I did see that we had some tomato hornworms. It had ate two of my tomato plants. I'll insert a picture. And then it had moved on to other plants, and so I didn't pick them off. I had my husband pick off some, and then my daughter picked off the other, and we fed them to our chickens. So I want to get out here this morning and see if I see any more hornworms. I already know about the black light. I'm not coming out here at nighttime. I don't even like the dark. So my best bet is to find them during the day where I can see, and no creepy bugs or animals is going to surprise me in the dark. So we're out here. We're going to check on everything. I told you guys in my last video, get an order of fruit trees, or I already put them in there, of fruit trees and some more berry bushes from Georgia. And my kids and husband just put them inside of water for me, and so I want to get those planted, or have Anaya plant those for me while I check on the garden. I do want to fertilize some stuff. So yeah, I just have a lot of stuff, tie up some more things. I think I saw cucumbers and tomatoes that needed harvesting. So yeah, so I just want to get out here and see what I can see. This video will definitely be up before my video about the conference, just because I have a lot of editing to do in that video, and I still have homework and real life to get back to, so that will be a few days before I get that video out. Okay, so this is the bucket of plants that I received. I know I ordered, so these two are grapes. I ordered more grapevines, thornless, seedless grape here. There's some grapes here, which are a red flame seedless grapevine, some plum trees. I think these are mulberry, yeah, mulberry trees. And then these are all thornless blackberries. So I ordered maybe 6 of each kind. I have no idea how you say that. And then a Navajo thornless blackberry. So 6 of each of those. So like I showed you, this is where all my fruit trees have been sitting in berry bushes since I left, and my daughter has been fertilizing them. I have sweet potato vines that a bug has been loving eating, and I want to still try and get them planted. But if you see that plant right there, that is my grapevine that I got, one of them that I got from Georgia, and that's doing good. Okay, so we have another tomato that's ready. You can put that near. And I believe this is the golden nugget tomato. And then we have some that are almost ready. We have some more down here that are almost ready.
Whoa, that's a big cucumber.
Oh wow, that is huge. So that is a Armenian yard-long cucumber, so we'll have to get that off. So when I came home, I was walking through the garden, and this is what I saw. So I knew there was a hornworm on this plant, and we picked it off, well, my husband did, but it was eating that tomato right there, but it ate all of these leaves off of this dwarf tomato right here, which was very saddening. I really was looking forward to growing this plant. It has some fungus disease on it, and so does this one, but I didn't see any hornworms on this plant, which basically made me start looking at all my plants, and I'll show you the other plant. So this was the other tomato plant that was completely decimated, and I did not find a hornworm on here, so I started looking, and it just happened to be on this next plant somewhere in here eating. And so we took it off and saved this plant, but as you can see, sticks. So if you have any plants that leaves are missing, check for hornworms. I've never grown these egg tomatoes before, but they're so pretty. They're like this right now, this pale yellow color. I have no idea what color they're supposed to be, but they look cool. There's a cucumber right there that we need to harvest. So I think that's the only other cucumber I see. So this whole row of tomatoes I did not tie before I left because they were not reaching the trellis, and now they have and are falling over. These were the tomatoes that I had leftover tomato plants and just planted them in here, and as you can see, they are very lush, and these are indeterminate, so I do need to trim them back a little. I have echinacea that's blooming, and it was not blooming before I left in this bed. Oh my goodness, and I see these ground cherries are forming pods in here. This is so exciting. These lilies are ginormous, which is crazy. So I do not see any more hornworms as I'm going looking around. There's definitely some overripe strawberries, some ones that have bug damage. This is just a weed that has grown in here, which is crazy, so big. So I have pole beans that have fell over and are not going up the pole. So just have to train them. Oh, yeah, that's huge. Okay, so this is what I went around and found all these empty containers. At the end of gardening season, I went to Walmart and they had a bunch of these empty containers laying at the side. And so I just asked if I could have them for free, and they let me. And so they've been sitting inside of my storage, and I went ahead, well, I had my son get them out for me. And so we're planting the blackberries in here, any containers that we can find basically. We already have some blackberries in here. We have some fruit trees in here. I got these from Dollar Tree as well. They weren't in the gardening section. They were in maybe like the container section, and they were big enough. I got them 2 years ago, and I've been using them. I've also planted potatoes in here, and I only had like 2 that were cracked out of a bunch of them, and so I used these for trees because I had no more of the Walmart containers, the 5-gallon and the 3-gallon. This was the corn that I was talking about that needs some fertilizer. I'm going to sprinkle some. This is my sweet corn, and then I'm going to also use a liquid fertilizer. I'll show you that when I do that. This one could also use some. There's some yellowing up here. Then there's some darker green ones back here. This is my popcorn. And then this is the grinding corn. And so I'm just going to sprinkle some fertilizer around the powdered fertilizer around the base. And because it's supposed to rain in a little bit. And then if I still have time, I'll get some liquid fertilizer as well. So I decided I'm going to use this fish meal because it has nitrogen and phosphorus, and then it doesn't have any potash. It tells you on the back nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium or potash. And so it has the high nitrogen, and then it's going to have the phosphorus. And so I'm going to use this one because all the other ones that I have are just either high phosphorus or high nitrogen, and this one at least has both of them. So when you're fertilizing, you definitely want to read the instructions. So mine's is vegetable garden, and it tells you to feed established plants, or if it's a new one, or if you're doing transplants. Also for trees, shrubs, and containers, I'm going to be side dressing, and it said 1 to 2 ounce once a month during growing season. I'm not going to measure that out. I'm just going to use this scoop right here, as well as one of these measuring cups right here, and just sprinkle some around the base or around the soil. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to be sprinkling some in here. And like I said, it's going to be raining later. And so I will go ahead and rub it in to the soil. Also, I'm going to get the weeds out while I'm here. I have this grass growing everywhere. What I'm doing is putting all of the weeds and the bags in here because I definitely don't want to throw them back on the ground and then they start growing on the ground. But you see, I have some more of this grassy weed here. And then I'm going to just gently scrape it in like this. And like I said, it's going to be raining for the next 3 days, scattered thunderstorms. So I'm not going to water this in, but you would want to water this in. I'm also going to fertilize these bush beans here, as well as the pole beans that I have over here. So these are my potato plants, and you see those little black dots? That is from the hornworm poop, and I do see, when I look in here, that there's some leaves missing here. These have leaves that are like coming back. And the first hornworm I saw was on a potato plant. So there is one in here. These flowers opened while I was gone. Oh my goodness. This wasn't even open last night. This is the flower I've been waiting for. Lizzie Anthus. Oh my goodness. And it did not disappoint. I checked on it last night and it wasn't open. But these zinnias were.
This is a zinnia.
That is a zinnia. And it's so pretty. Look how puffy.
So that's what.
This is the happy bed of flowers. Oh, there's a bee pollinating inside there. Poppy. I've gotten a lot of comments about planting my peppers close together, but I always plant my peppers close together. I find like they do well together, and as you can see, they do have lots of fruit forming on them. So I think as long as they have, this one is a cayenne long, wow. I think as long as they have enough nutrients, they will be fine. And I like, because I don't trellis them, and so they kind of hold each other up. So you see all of these peppers here. Oh my goodness, I didn't even look at that. It's eating as we speak. That's disgusting. Look at this. This is gross. It completely, first of all, there's a weed in here. Second of all, this hornworm is huge. Huge, huge, huge. Okay, the sun has really came out a lot. It's getting hot. I still have schoolwork to do for class tomorrow. I am glad we got a lot done. So we did weed a little. We did fertilize some plants like the corn and beans, the peppers. We did pot those plants, trees and blackberry and grapes that I got from Georgia. We did catch a hornworm, so that was nice. We did pick a tomato, cucumber. So I'm feeling accomplished for right now. I'm going to go check on the animals, and because I have not seen them. Last night when I came home, I ran straight to my garden, and then it got dark, so I went inside and fell asleep. So I'm gonna check on the animals and then we will go inside. We actually have turkeys coming, I think from Mary McMurray Hatchery on the 20th. The ducks have gotten huge. Oh my goodness. They're so big. Our meat chickens are huge. We have to set a date to start butchering them. Wow.
That one.
Yeah, there is big ones. Oh yeah. This peach is, oh my goodness, this branch broke. Huh.
Looks ready.
Let's take that off. That's so sad that broke.
What did that?
Let's see. Aw. So cute. I was just walking by and was like, oh, sunflower seeds. And then I realized because they dropped on the floor and they decided to sprout black oil sunflower seeds. So we have the goats back here. Let me check on the chickens. So they all come running. This is my daughter Anaya's favorite chicken that she raised from a baby, and it's huge now. It's a rooster, a giant alchemist.
And look at that beard.
So we have our new egg layers that we got. I think they're like 10 or 12 weeks. We have them sitting in here so that they could just get used to seeing each other. There's the Polish ones. I don't remember what other chickens we got. Oh, I know it's something, a Yokama or something. I don't know. Something with a Y. It's a Japanese chicken in there that has a long, pretty tail. So we'll be planning on taking them out and mixing them soon. Hi. Hi, Honor. Hi. You think we got some food? You think we got some food?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Where's the food at?
Look at you.
Where's the food at? Oh, yeah.
Hi,
Hi.
Look at that tissy pipe. You had tissy.
How are you? Okay, so everything looked pretty good. Like I said, I will have to come back out here probably later today when the sun goes down, or tomorrow, and finish doing the things that I wanted to do. There's a bug on me. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. You want to say bye?